9 News with Peter Overton.
Good evening. We begin our broadcast with breaking news. Most of Sydney's rail network is right now at a standstill. What's being called a catastrophic power outage at Strathfield has crippled the evening commute for thousands. The major delays leaving some passengers trapped in their carriages before they were forced to evacuate onto the tracks.
The timing could not have been worse. An hour ago, Homebush Station, an emergency rail crew surround a train. Its overhead power device bringing down a 1,500 volt wire onto the roof. 300 passengers had to wait until it was deemed safe for them to evacuate the multi-carriage train.
We were on the train for, I think, 2.5 hours before one of the electricians came out and said, "You better hop off."
Our news chopper spotted them one by one, escorted down a ramp. A thumbs up and thank you from one passenger before they all had to walk up the centre of the track to safety.
Our response teams are all on site. They are now working to ensure that the correct isolations are put in place to remove the 300 passengers who are on that train.
There was immediate chaos on the rest of the network. This was Parramatta Station, a similar picture at Redfern, and major delays at Central.
The main west line in the Homebush area is completely closed down. The alternatives are very limited. The only area not affected by this is the T4 and the South Coast and Central services. The rest of the other lines, including the airport line and other services on the North Shore, are impacted by this significant delay.
The Parramatta staff have had to block the platforms to prevent overcrowding. Minutes ago, passengers were still leaving the train in the dark. That means delays on other lines will extend into the evening. Mark Burrows, 9 News.
And we have reporters standing by in the CBD and in our west. First, let's go to James Wilson at Homebush Station. James, what's the situation there as we come to you?
Just moments ago, we saw the last of those 300 passengers finally evacuated off this train and onto the platform. Take a look behind me. This is the culprit that has caused all this chaos on the network this afternoon. A train heading up towards the city, parked up around 100 metres from the station. And really, over the last hour or so, we've seen people one by one exit out of the back of that train and be helped by train staff to this platform. Now, when they get to the platform, they have more challenges, Pete. The first one is where to find a bathroom. A lot of these people have been stuck on there for 3 hours. And secondly, how are they going to get home? Most of these people were heading into the city and are now stuck between two destinations. And some good news though, I did just see one service take off. So maybe it is a sign that the network is starting to recover. But of course, outside the station right now, there is a line of about 100 to 200 people waiting for Ubers as well. So their journey home is only just beginning. Pete?
OK, James, we'll leave you at Homebush and move to Central Station, where we find 9 News reporter Madison Scott. Maddie, it's chaos for CBD workers trying to get home.
Commuters right across the city are actually being held back from particular platforms now, and lengthy lines are building at the likes of here in Central and at Wynyard. Now, this incident has affected 80% of Sydney's train network, and Uber and Transport for New South Wales have negotiated a price-surging cap to make sure people get home safely tonight. But time is money, and this will be a long, costly night ahead for many.
All right, Madison, thank you. Well, the train delays have pushed more commuters onto the metro this evening. Packed crowds seen here at the North Sydney station at Victoria Cross and on board the metro as workers try to get home.